Thank you. Where are we going and why?
Thank you. If you just continue to keep taking your seats, please.
Stand when you're ready. Warm up for me, please. Right there, sir. Two lines there. We can break. Thank you. Yes, you go down the centre, and everyone 2 cars behind you. That's it. Perfect.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for taking your seats so swiftly. We're now 2 minutes ahead. Of course, the quicker we get through this afternoon, the sooner we get to the bar. So we do all the frequencies. That's great to see. Welcome. Also, first of all, my name is Dickie Davies. I'm the Royal Artillery Association Secretary, and I've been in the job now essentially for exactly 12 months. There are many familiar faces out there that I've seen in my travels over my first year. Thank you for the support you've given me and to my wife Julie as we've travelled. And for those I haven't got to yet, I will be seeing you in the next few months of the second half of my term, so really looking forward to that. So, before we start the programme proper, I have to do the dutiful health and safety bit. First of all, then fire. Now, it's usually in the unlikely event of a fire, but this is the outbreak, so anything could happen. So, the nearest loos, we're not going to hear a great length of time, but for some of us I know it's going to be a challenge. The loos are directly out the back and to the left, and of course, you, by all means, when you need, use them at any time throughout. One that I know is close to all your hearts, for those that qualify collectively or individually, it'd be great to have your travel claims in while you're here, and so we can get them processed by as soon as we go back. So please, if you're in that arena, remain standing on standard bearers processing, and our honorary chaplain has said a commemoration opening prayers. The assembly will then follow the sequence that hopefully you've all got clearly aligned in the forecast. Please remember when it comes to voting, only the nominated branch delegates are entitled to vote using the voting cards that are in their packs. If there are any delegates that are still yet to get their packs, we've got a little bit of time and there is a break, please ensure you come and speak to me or my very able assistant Kaz, who I'm sure you all know, and we'll ensure that you get them. That's all for me right now. I will be available throughout this afternoon, so if you've got any issues or problems, please do not let me know and I'll endeavour to get them sorted out. I wish you all an enjoyable weekend. I know some of you have started early and I'm sure we'll continue in that fashion, and hopefully the sun will continue to shine on the Royal Artillery and the Royal Artillery Association for the rest of the weekend. Can I please now ask everybody to be upstanding for the Master Go Ahead in this party?
Stay up. Standing bearers. Quick. March. Left. Right. Yeah.
Master Gunner, Controller, ladies and gentlemen, please do sit down. A very warm welcome to everyone. Members of the Association, the wider regiment family members, serving regiment, on behalf of the Master Gunner, a huge warm welcome.
And ask for help. We prayed for the branches of the association, that all gunners may be made to feel welcome there. We prayed for our National Executive Committee and those who administer the Royal Artillery Charitable.
Came around and thanking everybody for all the various parts of the regiment in terms of what people do and for their service. I think if we all reflect back over the last year, we had our late Queen Majesty in such a short space of time, where on behalf of all of us, he's been on public duty. And I'm sure that all of us who've watched those events on the television will understand that actually everybody involved in those events went through quite a lot with regard to paying tribute in the way they have. So I just ask, please, we're very lucky, Master Gunner. Thank you very much for all that you do.
I've been told to use the microphone because apparently it's difficult to hear at the back. So Mark, thank you for those kind words. It's an honour to be the Master Gunner at St James's Park, a huge honour, and that's how I see it. I'll just give a reflection on Her Majesty's funeral on the 19th of September. I had the honour of representing the regiment. She was obviously our Captain General. I was in the Abbey and then marched from Parliament Square up to Wellington Arch. And we were there when the coffin was moved from the gun carriage into the hearse. For the King's coronation, they obviously decided that the senior officers' drill was so bad at the funeral that we had a much lesser role, which I think was very sensible. So quite rightly, we had a contingent of 30 officers and soldiers led by the regimental colonel and the Royal Artillery Sergeant Major, who did us huge credit. And overall, we had 230 men and women on parade for the coronation, including the gun salutes fired at the Tower of London, Green Park, Cardiff, Belfast and Edinburgh. and 90 horses on parade, and that is a great honour. I thought I'd just reflect a bit on where our regiment is at the moment, because it has been an interesting time and we've had a couple of difficult decades in my view. I joined the Gunners in 1981, 42 years ago. I know that makes me a bit of a new boy compared to some of you in this room, and I understand that, but it's still over 40 years of service. And when I look back to the 1980s, it was a very different army. It was obviously the height of the Cold War. There were periodic tours to Northern Ireland, Cyprus, and things like that. But fundamentally,
can you hear me at the back? Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Master Gunner, I'm General David, Brigadier Mark. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for allowing me, and I do say allowing me, to come to Blackpool this year. I remember as a troop commander being told by my regimental sergeant major to make sure that nobody took any beers on the minibus from Thorney Island to come up here, to be told, you haven't seen anything, sir. And I've seen it plenty of times, and I know that the enjoyment that the serving regiment get from coming up. So to those who have not been here before, much like me, I hope already you are seeing the benefits of such an opportunity to engage with the association, with our family like this. Brilliant. And for those, again, who are here for the first time, please do go back and encourage others to do it, because this is our family and it's a hugely important part of what we do. So thank you. I think before I start as well, we have had to compete today not just with Eurovision, but also with the Army-Navy game, rearranged to be played today at Twickenham. Worth noting for those who don't know that there are 7 gunners and the head coach who are gunners playing for the Army today. So I'm sure we wish them all well down at Twickenham as things move on this afternoon. Here we are. So this is me, Colonel Charlie Harmer, 9-10 months in post now, and thoroughly enjoying what I didn't know I was getting myself in for. The scope of what I want to talk about is just to give you a little taste of where we see ourselves in operations at the moment. A little touch on capability, very conscious that 12
and South Essex branch. David joined the association in 2003 and became branch secretary and district representative in 2014. And the following is an extract from his citation. David is a dedicated and enthusiastic member of the association who involves himself in all activities of the Shoeburyness and South Essex branch. He has a flair for organisation and is respected not just within the branch but the wider Anglian region, as well as by local civic organisations. Over the last 6 years, David has been instrumental in the Shoeburyness and South Essex branch moving from being attendees at the Shoeburyness Remembrance Day Parade to taking ownership of all aspects of the parade when the Royal British Legion were no longer able to manage the event. David has coordinated effectively with a range of organisations and individuals, including Southend City Council, the Essex Police, local youth, other voluntary and civic groups. The profile of the association within the local community is now extremely high, and the parade and service has grown in attendance from a couple of hundred to over 1,000. David is seen as the first point of contact for Southend City Council when ex-military support is needed for events. The city's Armed Forces Day coordinator retired, and David stepped in to help the Mayor's office to plan and coordinate the event in 2019. In May 22, David was invited to join a planning group with the City Council to see whether it would be feasible to run the Armed Forces Day in June. With 4 weeks' notice, David was able to marshal the branch's resources to provide a parade commander, a 25-pounder gun, a marching contingent, and stewards for the parade. It is no exaggeration to state that without David's involvement, Southend would not have been able to hold an Armed Forces Day. Over a sustained period, David has made an outstanding contribution to enhancing the reputation of the association within the community through his dedication and hard work. I have no hesitation in nominating him for the award of the Royal Artillery Association Medal.
Thanks for watching my YouTube video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.